guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited because I'm doing a requested video. A few days ago someone had requested on my channel that I do a palette collection video, something that really talks about all the palettes I have and what I think about them, and I thought that was a really good request because I did want to go through palettes that I think that you guys should be getting, or tell you ones that I think maybe you don't necessarily need. I'm gonna tell you guys the palettes I have. To be honest, I don't feel like I have too many palettes, but I definitely feel like the palettes that I do have are palettes that help me create a variety of looks. So I don't have like a crazy makeup collection compared to, I guess, other beauty gurus on YouTube, but I definitely feel like the products that I have allow me to get away with a lot of different looks, especially in terms of palettes. One thing that I do want to mention that I mentioned many times on my channel is that I think palettes are the best way to buy eyeshadows. I don't really buy single eyeshadows. It's very rare that I will buy single eyeshadows. To be honest, I think the only time I really buy single eyeshadows is if I'm at MAC and they sell like the individual eyeshadows and I want to build up my MAC collection. But honestly, most of the time, even if it's like 2 or 3 shadows in a little trio or a palette, that's what I'm picking up. I don't recommend buying individual shadows because I just feel like you get more bang for your buck by going with palettes. You get more variety of colors you won't necessarily pick, but then you end up using and you end up really liking. And then if there is a color that you use a lot, then you can go and repurchase that one. Let's get right into it. One of my favorite palettes that I would recommend to you guys 100%, and I would say that this palette would work for anybody. I've used this palette so many times on my channel, and if you've been following my channel, you've seen me use this palette a million times. I'm talking about the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. Now, Too Faced does also have a semi-sweet chocolate bar palette. I don't think I will be getting that palette. I've looked at the colors when I've gone to Sephora and I've swatched some of them, and I just don't feel like I need it, and I don't feel like there's colors in there that I don't already have, so I don't see the need in picking it up. The reason I love this palette, especially for a beginner palette, is because of the variety of shades that it gives you. So I love the fact, first off, the smell, it definitely smells like chocolate, and I always joke because when I'm doing tutorials with this, and like even now I'm trying to be healthy and all I do is smell this chocolate, it's like, oh my god, I just want to eat some chocolate. But I love this palette. It gives you some really nice transition shades. So I'm gonna show you this one right here. I believe that one's Salted Caramel. You have some really nice matte shades, not only in neutrals but also with some color over here, and then you have some awesome shimmer shades. I thought the quality of the shadows were really amazing as well. I never had any problems with these shadows. I love using this white chocolate color to set my eyeshadow primer before I go in with eyeshadows. It's so much easier to blend out your eyeshadows that way, and I also use it as a highlight. I really like this palette, and I would definitely recommend this to all of you to get. This palette is a palette that works great with all skin tones, so that's the great thing about this palette. It doesn't, you know, gear towards a different type of skin tone. Obviously, the colors that you use in the palette will be different, I mean in terms of like your transition or, you know, your highlight color, but the palette itself is definitely a must try. I was hesitant to get this because so many people were getting it on YouTube, and I thought, you know, it's just so overdone, but as soon as I picked it up, I just fell in love with this palette, and I've talked about this palette so many times on my channel, so you guys know I really love this palette. It is one of my faves and definitely one I would recommend to you guys 100%. So the next 3 palettes that I want to show you are my Naked palettes. To be totally honest, I actually don't think that you need the Naked palettes. When I first started watching YouTube, that was the time that like Naked 1 and Naked 2 was, you know, really popular, and I remember thinking, oh my god, everybody has these palettes, I need to get these palettes. So I went out and I bought Naked 1, which is this one right here, and as you can see, I haven't really used that much of it. The only reason that Half Baked is not there is because it fell out, but definitely Half Baked is one of my favorite gold colors, but you can buy that shadow individually as well if that's something that you wanted to do instead of getting the whole palette. The shadows are amazing. It's not that I think the shadows are bad, I just feel like I really hardly use the Naked palettes. So I went out and got the first Naked, and then I got the second Naked, and as you can see, this one as well, it doesn't really look like I've used the shadows that much, and the only reason this color is gone is because it fell out and this was just a black. And this also has Half Baked in it right here. And then once Naked 3 came out, I went and picked up Naked 3. Now, out of all the 3 Naked palettes, Naked 3 is definitely my favorite for sure. This palette is not so much more neutral. If you had to pick between the 3 Naked palettes and you were looking for a palette because you were a beginner, the reason why I wouldn't recommend Naked 3 is because it has more rose gold pinky tones. And although this goes good with many skin tones, it's just the fact that it's not going to be able to give you those neutral colors that you want if you were going for just say like neutral looks for every day. Because these colors have hints of purple and pink and, you know, like that rose gold kind of colors, it's not necessarily a palette I would say would be your first palette in giving you a variety of looks, but it's definitely a palette I feel like you can do tons of looks with. And definitely out of all the 3 Naked palettes, this one is my favorite. I feel like the other ones are really nice to have. I mean, honestly, I hardly use them. And I noticed that the more that I was getting other palettes, like the more that I use the other palettes. So for example, the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, I use nonstop, whereas these ones I hardly reach for. I don't think I'll be repurchasing these, and I mean, this is just my opinion. I know a lot of people are crazy about the Naked palettes and they go crazy and they always just use them, but I honestly feel like there are other palettes that have a better variety of color for what I'm looking for in my palettes, and I feel like that's why I prefer those ones over these ones. In terms of the quality of the shadows on all the palettes, I mean, it's Urban Decay. I don't even have to tell you how amazing the quality of the shadows are. Like, they're beautiful, they're so smooth, they're so buttery, and they just work really well. It's nothing to do with quality. I mean, if these are the colors you're looking for, this is definitely palettes that you should be getting, but I just definitely think that these aren't palettes that I reach for that much. Staying on the Urban Decay train, I actually realized that most of my palettes are Urban Decay, but this next palette, it's funny, when I went to go order this palette, I was really hesitant because this next palette that I'm going to show you is not a palette you would get if you were looking for your first palette. It's not a palette that has any neutral colors. In fact, it has colors that are just crazy and you would need to use other shadows to really make them work. I remember when Sephora was having their sale, I said to my sister, should I get this palette? And I was so torn. I really thought maybe I wouldn't use it, or maybe the colors were just so crazy. I don't know if I would really like it, but I ended up loving this palette, and it is one of the best decisions I've ever made in terms of buying a palette, even though it's not a palette that you can do a complete look with. And obviously that palette is my Urban Decay Electric palette. So I originally picked this up from Sephora last year, and I love this palette. The colors are really intense, really vibrant. I love the pigmentation. Once again, the Urban Decay shadows, I have nothing negative to say about the way that they're formulated. They glide on so easy, they swatch really nicely, and I've swatched this many times in videos for you guys, and I've used this in a couple of tutorials as well. All the palettes that I'm showing you today I've used in tutorials already. Definitely a great palette to use in the spring and summer months, especially if you go to, you know, in Toronto we have Caravana, so if you go to like music festivals, if you go to, you know, carnival festivals, this is the time that you want to be using this palette. So every time it's spring and summer, I'm constantly reaching for this palette, and I find that I want to do looks with these colors because they're just so vibrant and beautiful, and they just work so well in the spring and summer months. The next Urban Decay palette that I'm going to talk to you guys about is my Urban Decay Vice 3 palette, which I got as a gift from my bestie, and I was super excited because I remember she had picked this up when we went to the Sephora sale, and I was really torn. I'm like, should I pick it up? Shouldn't I pick it up? I was just so torn about whether I wanted to get it, and I am so happy that she got it for me because this was one of the best decisions in terms of palettes that I've ever received. I have talked about this before multiple times as well. To quickly recap about this palette, I feel that the matte shades in this palette have a lot of fallout, and that's the only thing negative I can say about the matte shades. When I'm dipping my brush into it, I have to really make sure to dust off my brush, and if you notice, like even in this section over here, I kind of blew it off a bit, but there's always like excess like powder or excess eyeshadow in that area, and that's just because it has a lot of fallout. But the shimmery shades like Alchemy, Sonic, and even Broke Down, they are just so pigmented and beautiful. Like, you don't even need like a primer, or like you don't need to wet your brush. They're just so intense and luxurious and beautiful. And I mean, I don't think that just because the matte shades have a bit of fallout, that doesn't mean you should get this palette. This is definitely one of my favorite palettes. The reason I like this palette a lot too is because they give you a good variety of neutral shades. So these are shades that you can use as transition colors to blend out these other colors over here. And when you're looking for a palette, that's definitely something that you want to look for. So if you're looking for a palette that you're saying, okay, I want to do multiple looks with this, I want it to have color and I want it to be neutral, you definitely need some neutral colors in there that you can use as a highlight highlight, that you can use to really blend out the other intense colors. If I went in and I just put Alchemy on my eye and I didn't blend it out, it would just look really bad and it would look really harsh. And you're not gonna get that really beautiful effect as if you were to put, just say, color here, Downfall first and then Alchemy. It would just blend out really beautifully. So that's definitely a tip when you're looking for palettes that you want to do a variety of looks with. You want palettes that have transition colors or some neutral colors that help you blend out the look. And that's why I really like this palette. It gives you a lot of color, so there's definitely more color than there is neutral, but as you can see, it does give you those options here, and it has a really beautiful pink neutral as well, which I've used as a highlight many times when I've used these pink shades over here. So the next palette is actually the newest palette that I've got, and this is the Morphe Brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. Once again, just very similar to the Urban Decay Vice 3 palette, except for the fact that this one has way more neutrals than it does colors. So you kind of have this line and a bit of colored shadows, and everything else is just really neutral. And I think that a palette like this is awesome for beginners. Awesome, because you come in with a palette like this and you have so many neutrals, and this allows you to get away with everyday looks, it allows you to get away with blending looks, anything like that, and then you have your pops of color. So your pops of green, you have your pops of purple, pink, you know, you have an orange here, some peaches. So this is a palette that's gonna go great with so many different skin tones because it gives you the ability to blend so many different colors. I know some people might put shimmer shadows in their crease, but I actually don't think that it's a good idea. I always put matte in my crease. And so when you have a shadow like this that gives you the option between matte and shimmer shadow, it works really good because you can have those matte intense colors in your crease, and then you can use a shimmer shadow like on your eyelid, or if you wanted to put it on your brow bone, or even if you wanted to put it in the inner corner of your eye. So this palette gives you a lot of variety, and I think that's the great thing about palettes is when you are buying them, you want them to have a lot of variety, so you can get away with using one palette and completing so many different looks, and you're not buying tons and tons of eyeshadow. Next two palettes that I want to talk about are from the drugstore. This is the Wet n Wild Blue Had Me at Hello palette. This palette I feel is such a gorgeous palette. So just first and foremost, Wet n Wild, even though it's a drugstore company and it's very cheap, I feel like their quality is amazing. They have amazing quality, amazing pigmentation. Every time I use this palette, I'm in awe of how amazing it is. My two favorite colors is definitely this teal one over here, and I love mixing these two navy crease colors. And I've used this brow bone color a bit for like a really intense frosty shimmer, and it looks really, really good on people who are tan to darker skin tone. So not saying that if you're fair you can't get away with this, but I find that these shades over here are very intense, and so if you have fairer skin, you really want to bronze up your skin a bit before you go in with intense dark colors like these ones. I am a big fan of this palette. I've used it a few times on my channel, and I just think for the amount you pay, maybe I paid $4 for this, and it's just such good quality, and the colors are so great. And I feel like even though this palette is very blue, if you are in a skin tone that can pull off this palette, you can wear it a lot, and I find that I actually reach for this palette a lot more than I thought I would. So this is definitely a palette you may want to check out. The last drugstore palette that I have is this one from Black Radiance, and actually I know Wet n Wild has a palette that's similar to this one. You go to Walmart, which is where I got this one from, or maybe Target, and if you look for Wet n Wild palettes, they definitely had one that was similar to this because I remember seeing it when I was buying this one. I'm not sure what the Black Radiance name of this palette is, but I'm sure if you go there, it would just, you know, be there with the purple shades. This one is really beautiful because if you are a little bit lighter than me and all the way to like maybe even really dark skin tone, purple is our color, girls. I'm telling you, purple looks great on tan skin, great on dark skin. Purple's like what they give you in this palette is amazing. And the reason why this palette is really great too is because they give you multiple versions of purple. It's not just one purple. It's like a few shimmer purples, and then a really nice matte purple, and then a nice matte fuchsia kind of purple. And it just works really well in completing a look. Now, obviously with both of these palettes, there's no transition color. So you are going to have to use something like a neutral color to blend out both eye looks if you were going to use either one for an eye look. But definitely these are palettes that are great, and because they're so affordable and such great quality, you're not going to feel like you need to go out and buy these individual shades. Because to be honest, I wouldn't go out and just buy this purple, but it's a great shade to have because I know it works with my skin tone. Especially if you have brown eyes, purple is definitely a color that you want to have in your collection. The last palette that I want to talk about is not really a palette, but it is a trio, and I use it so much, and it is such a palette that I have gravitated towards too, that I wanted to talk to you guys about it. And this is the Smashbox Litho palette. The colors are Wheat, Hazelnut, and Ebony. I love this palette. So I use this all the time in a lot of my tutorials. I use this as a transition color. I use this as a highlight color. I use this on my lash line. I use it on my outer V. I use it to really smoke out my bottom lash line. And I just really like this palette a lot. I've talked about it. If you are my skin tone or darker, this is a palette that you definitely want to have. You can use this palette, all 3 colors, to make a day look. You can use it to make a night look. And on top of that, I find that I'm constantly reaching for this palette for this shade right here. This is definitely my favorite shade in the palette. I use it as a highlight, and because I'm getting more tanned, this creamy color in the shadow really complements my skin tone instead of going in with like a harsh white. So I can't go in necessarily with a white. Like lighter girls can go in with a white. I can't. It's just too harsh for me. So going in with a color like this is just, it just completes a look and it really rounds it out, and I just really love this color. This is definitely my favorite color in the palette. Okay guys, to be honest, that is really the end of my palette collection. I don't really have that many palettes, but like I said, the palettes that I do have, I feel like I covered a variety of colors and a variety of shades, so I'm able to get away with looks just using the palettes that I have. Obviously, I do have individual shadows, so if you want to see like a video with like maybe like my individual eyeshadow collection, or if you want to see a tutorial with like my smaller palette, I didn't show you guys like these little ones that I have from CoverGirl. I tried to focus on like the palettes that I use the most and the palettes that have the most color selection in a palette. So if you want to see a more detailed video on those other ones, I'd be happy to do that for you as well. Like this video or leave a comment down below, and then I'll know that's something that you want to see. If you want any more information on any of the palettes, also leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will answer any questions you have about the palettes. But honestly, like I said, I really am happy with all the palettes that I got. Other than the Naked palettes that I was talking to you guys about, I definitely feel like if you went with any palette, you would be happy with getting the palette. I really feel like going with any of the palettes I talked about would really make you happy and give you a wide variety of color payoff. Definitely, I feel like the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette is one of my faves, and I also feel like the Morphe Brushes Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette is a palette that gives you a lot of selection. So if you are looking for a lot of variety and something to start your kit, start with those two and then work your way up to more colorful palettes like the Urban Decay Electric palette. Please share this video with anyone who is looking for palettes or anyone who wants to go out there and do some shopping. I would so greatly appreciate it. And if you have any requested videos, also please leave them in the comment section down below. I will talk to you guys in my next video. Don't ever forget you are so beautiful. Bye guys! A variety of colors and a variety of... So I won't be repurchasing the...